Hey girl. Hello Taurus, how are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca and I'm going to be doing your weekly general love reading between you and your person. We're going to just be getting an overall vibe for what's going on between y'all and just deep dive into it a little bit, right? I do also do weekly general readings for your zodiac sign, which I'll put a link to up here. I sometimes get into love during those readings, but if you enjoy my reading style, you might enjoy that reading as well. Also, if you do just enjoy my readings in general, I do suggest you to give me a like and subscribe because I am super appreciative of it when you guys take the time to do that for me. Let's just jump into this reading right now, Taurus. Also, just let me know in the comments below if there's like a card that calls out to you, if you get an aha moment at all. I love hearing about it. But yeah, now let's get into y'all's reading, Taurus. On your side, we have the Ten of Fire. Too much work, accepting help from other people. Life is out of balance and stress. So, for your side, Taurus, it's almost like you're wanting someone to reach out almost. You're wanting, okay, we have the Sun card as the clarifier. You're wanting to, so I pulled the Sun card for you. So you're wanting this connection to work out, Taurus. You're wanting this connection to work out. You're trying to manifest it. You're trying to, I don't feel like you guys are actively talking right now. If you are, it's not very fulfilling conversation, it feels. We have the Temperance card and the Two of Cups. Now, both of these cards I feel like could be inverted for you as well. And this is why I kind of feel like this connection is just not feeling that fruitful from your point of view. So that is interesting to make note of. Now, in the middle row, in the middle of the energy between you guys, we have the Renewal card, Archangel Jerome, as well as the Empress card, Archangel Gabriel. Now, this is interesting because this is talking about moving into a new direction, but the Empress card talks about kind of like the self-love, right, Taurus? So this almost is leading me to believe of an energy of like you guys are moving into a new direction. Like this connection moves into a new direction once you come from a place of power in it, once you work on some stuff, because we do have the Strength card coming in with some shadow work. So maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe this connection, in order for things to ignite, if you're wanting things to work out anyways, Taurus, that is, maybe you need to kind of take charge in this and be like, hey, we can't be doing the same pattern anymore. We can't continue on with this connection the way it is. If you want to make this work, then let me know. But, you know, it's one of those things where you're kind of at a crossroads, I feel. But I feel like this could be like since you are being pushed to do some shadow work in this regard, Taurus, I feel like this could be like a very fruitful connection. Knight of Swords. So yeah, be careful about when you do approach this connection. Think about what it is that you're wanting to get from this. This is one of those, like I always say, I always tell people, ask the question to yourself, what are you hoping to get from this conversation? What is your intention from this conversation? Is your intention with this connection to work things out and so you guys can come together and moving into a new direction cohesively? Or are you trying to, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like put your cards out on the table, right? I always like to say reference to that. Knight of Air is on their side of things, so let's see what's going on with them. There is a lot of movement going on here, so I do feel like in the card's just flying out. I do feel like something is going to happen between this dynamic at some point pretty quickly, kind of from their end perhaps, because they do have the Fool card coming in where it's kind of like I do just feel like, how do I explain this? It's kind of like that chaotic energy, that chaotic good, where it's like it seems like they would be the kind of person that's like, they're in their head a lot, right? With this Nine of Swords, they're in their head a lot, but then just like randomly during a manic moment, they decide to do something insanely crazy, like booking a flight somewhere sort of thing, and just kind of like, it's almost like they thrive off of stress, I feel, and on some level. That's where their nirvana is. And maybe that's why this connection's a little bit hard for you to figure out or like get a gauge on like how to handle it, just because for you and this person, you guys are like completely just like different people in this way. Because it's like, it feels like on your end, I'm not going to lie, Taurus, you're searching for some type of stability. You're searching for this Ten of Cups. Whereas like for them, I feel like they're kind of in their happy nirvana right now, in their state of being just kind of like having that full energy where there is like a non-committal like carelessness, but like not not in like a bad way. Shadow work, Taurus card. Someone, like, I do feel like there's some type of healing that needs to take place. And maybe this is just on both sides. Maybe this is what's going on with their person as well. Your person as well. Maybe like on both sides, you guys are just doing some shadow work, and they do, you know, this is kind of like, I guess I would say they're kind of like going through like a midlife crisis energy. That's what it is. Even if they're like, age doesn't matter, obviously. But when you think about someone going through a midlife crisis, you think about like that chaotic energy. It kind of feels like that's what's their coping mechanism. Does that make sense, Taurus? Blue Heron is on your side. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what you feel is right, despite of judgment or disapproval from other people. So I do feel like this is one of those situations of where it's like, if this connection is meant to last, if you really want this connection to work out, you kind of have to what feels right to you. How do I explain this? You know, when you're trying to make something work, and it's like not an equal give and take relationship, so it's like you're giving all this energy. Let's use you and I as an example, right? If you're giving a bunch of energy into me trying to like make this friendship work, and on my side I just was not being receptive towards you, like you would be, you know, it's that kind of energy. There's a level of resentment that would eventually build up on your part, right? Because you'd be like, well, why are you not putting any effort into this, as much effort as I am into this, right? You kind of will start comparing me, like, why don't you want me? You'll get in your head. I do feel like this card was meant to be pulled out for you. 5 of Coins. Like, you kind of start internalizing things and getting in your head about it, about this, like, our connection, and taking it personal. And it may just not be personal. I just may not want to connect in that way right now. I may just not want to put that type of energy into it. And so when you're trying to make something like that work, when both sides are not putting the same amount of effort in that way, resentment builds up. And that's how like connections end up being completely ruined, because it's like you're trying to force something. You're not putting yourself first and being like, okay, you do your thing because I'm going to be doing my thing. That's essentially what this Blue Heron card is a representation of. It's like you're not going to fight for this person, but you're also not technically leaving them either. Does that make sense, Taurus? So I do feel like this connection does have a chance to go in, like to work out. It's just one of those things where it's like completely shit, like y'all are both maybe just going through a new direction in life entirely, so it's just like it's going to take a little bit longer before your paths cross. Does that make sense? So you may be able to see them over there, but it's just like your paths don't cross until like further down that road, sort of thing. It's very much like that energy. But let's see how the connection will overall pan out. Actually, let's pull this first. Yeah, I want to see how this connection will overall like pan out. Like, what is the best potential outcome for this connection? Let's see. 2 of Water. So this is the 2 of Cups. So right now, I know I said before at the beginning of your reading, you're the 2 of Cups inverted, you're feeling this way, but 2 of Water is the 2 of Cups. And this is like where it is going to be a fruitful connection, where it talks about, this card literally says, a relationship that grows closer, forgiveness, and a positive resolution to an conflict. So this is literally textbook of where it's like, things are going to work out, you guys are going to go through your own healing process, and when your paths come together, like forgiveness happens, you kind of realize like the benefit of like holding on to this connection, like it brought out a lot in you that you healed in yourself while you're waiting for this connection to come forward. Not that I'm telling you to wait, you have to still make the decision yourself if this connection is worth waiting for, Taurus, obviously. But yeah, okay, so I pulled the Lover's card for you as clarification. 5 of Swords, so you're going to be the bigger person in this. So where it's like, for this lover's connection, like there's definitely a deep connection here. You're realizing that you have to be the bigger person in this, and maybe just like walking away right now. You're getting a changed perspective right now, and I feel like once you guys both go through your healing process, things will just pan out so beautifully in the end for this connection. Yeah, I just feel like a little bit of distance, a little bit of healing for the self, each of y'all selves, because I feel like you both are going through some shadow work right now. I feel like once you guys do complete your lessons in that regard, things will work out positively for you guys. So I pulled some moon cards. We have the energy is gaining momentum for you. Believe in the impossible. Confidence is key to your success. So right, this is kind of like in regards to your relationship. You need to just have faith that this connection is going to work out. Have faith that even if it doesn't feel possible right now, that this connection is going to be fruitful. Have faith that it is going to work out, and that the energy is just gaining momentum right now. The energy is gaining momentum. So once your paths cross, Taurus, that's when everything is so fruitful to you. But yeah, I hope this reading was helpful to you, Taurus. Again, give me a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this reading style. But I love you so much. Bye.